Hey everybody, this is JDGaming, back with a trade proof for 4 more people. So first we have Hatsune Miku Kim here, Neng Vang here, Yugioh Striker here, and all the stuff on the right was a special order for Daniel Schaublin. So I'll be going through all of your different cards for all 4 of you guys, just for your curiosity's sake and for documentation. And we'll start with the left here. So all of you guys have received your money or PayPal orders, so thank you for that. For Hatsune Miku Kim, we have the 2 remaining Mallies, the Decisive Armor, 3 Starlight Roads, 87, and the Black Feather Dark Rage Dragon. In addition to this, Karakuri Yugioh deck for your friend. So if you're wondering why I still have this, first I have some sleeves here, extra sleeves, like you requested. The reason I have this deck is because the original purchaser of the deck from a couple weeks ago didn't end up paying despite the fact that I gave him a couple extra weeks upon his request. Which is very disappointing. However, Hatsune Miku Kim offered that he would buy the deck at a very reasonable price for his friend, so I decided to go ahead with that offer. So thank you for your support. Your points have been updated, and everyone's points will be revealed again pretty soon. Tomorrow is the next drawing, so expect the update video within the next few days as well, depending on who gets the last prize and claims it. So we have here, for Neng Vang, I have the second round of the Nichuria deck, not quite as full as the first batch you saw in the video that Daniel Schaublin has picked up, but nonetheless, plenty of cards from the archetype that you may use to experiment with this really fun stun archetype. And in addition to the Nichuria deck round 2, you got your Jinzo and your 2 soul exchanges, so thank you very much. Yugioh Striker, I got your $5, so I will be sending out your gimmick puppet cards. Hope you enjoy all those. And then from Daniel Schaublin, here's all this stuff, the Fableds. This is the first and full Fabled deck I have. I have a second one that is basically, it's a full deck. It's a round 2 of the Fabled deck, so if you're interested in that, that will be in the next deck sale update video. Should be next week, possibly this week if we're lucky, but most likely this week, or next week. And yeah, after that I'll have a few scraps, so I could explain what I have for that theme a bit later in that video. But here's the Nichuria deck. And as for Nichuria's, since this is the second version of the deck, well, I guess first, but I've sold 2 of these decks already. I don't have too much more for the theme, but I have a decent amount, so if you're interested, the stuff I have left for this theme will be in the next video as well. And then we have Crystal Beasts here. This is basically all I have in terms of like large chunks of Crystal Beasts, but feel free to ask me for any singles, and I'll see if I can track any of them down for you. And then in addition to all these like hidden arsenal decks, I do have some more decks. I have some competitive ones like Lightsworns and some smaller cores that are pretty good, like possibly Blackwing if I can finish that one, or Dark Worlds, things of that nature, as well as some new hidden arsenal ones like Ice Barriers, Ally of Justice, Jirax, Genex, and much more. So be sure to check out that next video. Here is the Worm deck. The second version of this deck is actually on hold for someone who has requested it, currently on vacation, but I do have some scraps for this archetype as well, so all that will be in the next video if you're interested in worms. So there are the alphabet worms. And then we have gimmick puppets. Between Yu-Gi-Oh! Striker's purchase and this purchase here, I don't have many more gimmick puppets left. Anything else I have will be in the dollar binder, which will be updated within the next couple days. Should be this week for sure. Here's the Gagaga, Zexel, Zael, or Zer deck, whatever you like to call it, which is really cool for collector's purposes. And finally, here are all the singles that you've purchased, Daniel Schaublin. I will go through these real fast for you. I left everything upside down if it originally was. So we have some Agents, Christias, Lightsworn stuff, Glad Beast stuff, Card Troopers, Dandelion, Cyber Dragons and Valleys, Rescue Rabbits, and Shards of Greed. And you asked specifically about any cards being not mint. Well, out of basically all this, the one card that isn't perfectly mint is this Agent of Creation Venus. And if you look here from the reflections, you can actually see it a little better. There is evidence of small bits of edge wear. Reasonable for a card, at least I'd say it's reasonable for a card that's, you know, a first edition from Ancient Sanctuary, like way back from 2004 or so. But nonetheless, it is free of any creases, stains, whatnot. Just has tiny edge wear, so I'd say that's still near mint. So I'll be sending that out as planned for you. So that's all I have in terms of this trade proof video. Thanks to all 4 of you once again for the great interactions. It's been a blast working with you, and I hope to work with you guys again in the future. Thank you very much for your support. If you are not one of these 4, be sure to check out their channels. The links will be in the description box down below. They are all trusted, as you can tell, and I'm sure you guys will all enjoy working with them. Once again, stay tuned for the deck update video for next week and the binder video in the next couple of days. And for those of you wondering about that deck profile, I did get the 3rd soul charge, so I'm just putting some final tweaks on that deck, and I would expect by next week I will at least have a draft deck profile of that deck uploaded onto this channel, so stay tuned for that. You won't want to miss this, especially if you love synchro monsters as much as I do. So thanks guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video as well as everything else that I put up. I try my best. Thanks once again, and I'll see you guys next time.